Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is about my attempt at baking fudgy walnut brownies. So let's get started. First, I roughly chop some walnuts, and once I finish chopping them, I lightly roasted them in a pan. This is my mise en place. I'm trying to get into this good habit. So these are the main ingredients I'll need along with some room temperature butter. Here I have prepared my baking sheet by cutting the corners, that is along the red lines, and folding along the black lines. This will really help me lift my brownies with ease. Thanks to Preppy Kitchen for sharing this amazing trick. First, we need to prepare our chocolate sauce, for which I am using a 150-gram dark chocolate bar. You guys can use baking chocolate chips as well, but those are not really easily available to me. In a heat-proof bowl, I am taking 16 tablespoons of room temperature butter, and I am going to add my chocolate bar to this. Having the butter at room temperature will help me make the sauce faster. Now we melt them on a double boiler, which is basically on your fire. You take your steel dish and fill it with enough water so that the steam produced will help in melting the ingredients. As you can see, I added some sugar so that my sauce isn't bitter. Just one thing guys, the steel dish that you use shouldn't have too wide of an opening that your heat-proof bowl sinks in. It should sit just right. Once all the ingredients are melted, keep the sauce aside for it to cool completely. To make the batter, we'll need 4 large eggs. While cracking the eggs, please make sure that no shell falls in. As a safety measure, you can even crack the eggs in a separate bowl so that if an egg shell falls in, you can easily take it out. Now we can add our granulated sugar. Next, we are going to add our important ingredients, that is coffee and oil. Coffee elevates the chocolate flavor, which is why I make sure to add coffee in any dish which has chocolate in it. It really does help. Next, we are adding our vanilla essence. Now we whisk all these together to form a smooth mixture. This is my first time baking brownies and I was kind of nervous. I have a close friend who's really good at baking and she bakes me these beautiful tasty brownies on my birthday. So I thought this time why not bake some for myself. I know she'll be watching this video, so I really hope I did these brownies justice. Time to bring in our delicious chocolate sauce that has been cooling at the side, and let's add every single bit of it to our batter. I mean, whoever coined the phrase sinful chocolate wasn't lying. I mean, look at that beauty. Alright, so we whisk all of this again to form a smooth mixture. Time to add our dry ingredients. So first, we are going to sift in some flour. Now it's okay to skip this step because I've seen many people bake brownies without sifting the flour, but I sifted just to make sure that I have a proper smooth batter. Next, we are going to sift in our cocoa powder. Now while it's completely okay to not sift in your flour, but definitely do not skip sifting your cocoa powder, because as you can see, cocoa powder tends to have these large lumps in them, so sifting it helps. Now sifting your cocoa powder will also make sure that your batter is smooth. Cocoa powder can be a little stubborn, as you can see, so I'm using my hand so that the entirety of my cocoa powder is sifted well into my batter. Like I've told before, always add a pinch of salt when you're baking. And along with that, I'm putting 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which I've sifted as well. Now I'm using my spatula to gently fold in my brownie mixture. So guys, please remember, you do not want to overmix the batter. What you want is all the ingredients that you've added to form a homogeneous mixture. So once you see that there are no more dry flour bits in your batter, you can stop mixing. Now that our batter is ready, we can add in our roasted walnuts to it. Give it a final mix and there you go, your brownie batter is ready. Now I'm pouring my brownie mixture into my prepared bowl. I'm using my spatula to even out the surface as much as I can. So my oven has been preheating at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Now it's time for the final step, that is to bake our brownies. I'm baking them at 180 degrees Celsius. See, I'm a nervous baker. I saw that the crust was formed and I took out my brownies a little too early. Even the skewer test showed that it's really gooey inside. I even tried cutting it, which was just making it all worse. Anyways, I finally told myself, Tina, your brownies are not baked all the way through. So I put them back in for a total of 20 minutes and that worked. I got good brownies after that. So as you guys can see, it's really easy removing the brownies from the dish if you prepare your baking sheet like I did earlier. The only regret I have is that my brownies didn't look very pretty, but the recipe works, guys. They really tasted good. They were delicious. So I decided to keep my video as real and raw as possible, with all my mistakes in, so that you guys don't repeat it. What I learned from this experience is that I need to be more patient and I need to trust the process. So anyways guys, as a final thought, you guys can have the brownies as they are, or always add a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream because that's always a good match. And let me know in the comments below what you thought, and if you've tried making these brownies, was they a success? And I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye.